Pakistani journalist Ashad Sharif. In a status conference as the United Nations marked 10 years of war on crimes against the journalists, the team that brought together Media Council of Kenya, Katiba Institute, UN of Representatives, Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions, and the National Assembly Committee on ICT is particularly concerned with the increased killings targeting journalists, as our reporter Henry Tende expounds.
As the United Nations mark 10 years of continued fight to protect journalists in the line of duty, stakeholders drawn from various sectors want security agencies to speed up investigations into the controversial killing of celebrating Pakistani journalist Ashad Sharif, who was killed in the country close to 2 weeks ago.
Our gathering today is crowded by the recent killing of a Pakistan journalist under mysterious circumstances, which we continue to condemn and call on the relevant authorities to expedite the investigation and those found culpable to be prosecuted.
The death of Ashad Sharif and increasing cases of murder of journalists is a major concern for media stakeholders worldwide. Statistics from UNESCO on freedom of speech and media painting a grim picture of crimes perpetrated against journalists in their line of duty. The figures from the report show this year alone, 71 journalists have been killed. In a 4-year period running from 2016 to 2020, the world lost more than 400 journalists. The report also revealed 274 journalists were arbitrarily arrested and jailed. The same report shows that women are the worst affected when it comes to online crime, with a whopping 73% suffering abuses in digital space. On a more worrying trajectory, complaints lodged by journalists about threats on their lives are not treated seriously, with more than 80% of complaints failing the prosecution test. These figures are a true indication that serious action has to be taken, and taken sooner than later, to secure men and women working day and night to inform the world of what is happening around them. A reason why local stakeholders are now calling for a multi-sectoral approach to securing the work of journalists.
The safety of journalists, the freedom of expression and the free for information are pillars of democracy and the prerequisite for all our human rights.
It is therefore our collective responsibility to ensure the safety of journalists, since it's a gateway to the enjoyment of other rights and freedoms, including the freedom of expression, the right to access information, and public participation.
As ODPP, we count journalists as key partners in the administration and achievement of justice, as oftentimes such reporting has presented the starting point of a case, advanced prosecutions, and enhance the efforts of law enforcement.
The Media Council will beyond here, just identify the people who we believe have the power to take steps towards ending this impunity. And I want to say that Parliament is a good place to start.
It is indeed a noble undertaking that one would hope will be the impetus that will result into the protection of journalists from unwarranted attacks that result in death and other crimes. Henry Tende, Look Up TV.
2 people